Well, obviously, I'm disappointed that that game wasn't closer. I felt like our team had some opportunities to be a little better in some stretches, but this Kentucky team we played, statistically, their defense is so good, and you get to see it firsthand, just their length and the difference that they make when they're guarding you. We just didn't get a lot of easy looks, and I thought the easy looks we did get, we just didn't make.
Questions?
Kelly, it looks like Kenny has himself another pretty good point guard. Of course, she hit the winning shot against LSU, but what about her game makes Kentucky so difficult to defend?
Well, I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think, one, she's a player that can handle the ball, go both ways. She can score. She can get downhill. She obviously sees the floor really well, so she can pass it. So her skill set is really high. She's got great athleticism. And then you put her on this team where she's got a lot of scorers and a lot of shooters, and they're running sets to keep the ball in her hands and really empowering her to make plays. It's really the combination really works, and she can find open people. Unfortunately, we couldn't really do much with her in terms of taking her lower in her assist.
How do you attack a team like Kentucky that has so much length kind of all over the floor?
Well, you hope you make your threes when you're taking them, and obviously we didn't do that today. We've been shooting the three well, and it's not going to be there every night. I think then you have to have great spacing. I thought our spacing was a little bit better in the second half, not great in the first. I think when you have one-on-one opportunities, you have to score. That's the one area that they won't over help, so they're going to be disciplined enough not to help where they don't need to help. So you've got to be able to score one-on-one, and they're just going to line up and guard you and say you're going to have a hard time scoring on us one-on-one every possession tonight.
Is Morgan such a good scorer because you have to respect her passing ability so much, or because of her quickness? It's kind of you got to see it to believe it. Or what do you think makes her such a good scorer from all levels? It looks like.
Well, I think she's that skilled. I think she's skilled enough that she can shoot jumpers, she can shoot threes, she can shoot layups. She does not take bad shots. So she's going to shoot a really good percentage because she doesn't take bad shots. But because she can score, you've got to try to guard her, and the percentage of points that she is either scoring or assisting on it's amazing, and it's like I said, it's just a really perfect combination for them right now.
It was really physical, kind of down low, going for fighting for rebounds, whether it was offensive or defensive for you guys. Was that sort of the game plan, or did you all just adjust to be like, let's make them earn every ball?
We just got finished playing Texas. Welcome to the SEC in terms of physical. Every single game is a battle in the paint. Every single game. So we didn't go in with any particular game plan that we had to be more physical at any point. It's every game.
Kelly, in terms of that physicality, you spend a lot of time in this league. How has that grown throughout the years with more and more frontline players just being bigger, stronger?
Yeah, I think the nature of the game, because of the bodies you're seeing. I mean, you're seeing bigger and stronger and more athletic, and I think that's what's lending to the physicality that we're seeing. And I think that's where several years ago the three-point line gets expanded. They're trying to spread the game out a little bit, because the interesting thing is, I don't have the stats behind it, but we have a lot more skilled players on the perimeter as well. So now you've got this big size and the skill, and a lot of times when you're undersized, or you have to be physical, and when you're that big, you naturally are physical. So I think as we see players develop, we see that physicality rise as well.
Kelly, you've coached against Kentucky a number of times, but this is the first time against the Kenny Brooks Kentucky team. What makes this team different from the teams you've scouted against in the past?
Well, I've coached against Coach Brooks at other schools multiple times as well, and so I think just his system is you can watch a team and say that's a Kenny Brooks team. You know their system. I think they've got a ball dominant guard. Typically, they've got shooters, they've got size, and they've got a dynamic scorer on the block. I think that's, those, now, then they're going to run some of their sets and some of their actions, but I think that's his best teams. That is the definition of what they are, at least personnel-wise.
So how do you beat that? They can beat you in so many ways. Was there one particular area you were hoping to maybe exploit?
I thought for us, we had a few things game plan-wise with our defense. I did not think we executed. It would have been nice to seeing if we'd executed that a little bit better. Offensively for us, if we hit a few more threes earlier, does that game feel a little different there in the fourth quarter? I think that would be the biggest thing. I think you've got to, for other teams, you just got to line up and guard. You've got to be able to line up and guard and not have to overhelp on his teams.
Any other questions? All right, thank you guys.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.